people who can afford to pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools.
It's crazy how this is, but you know who be Ghana here, the whole country. You know, if they talk the Stubborn Academy, the case study. You know who for be the president of Stubborn Academy? Hey, for be showboy, ADDO, that guy, that gonna be hard guy. Like, you know, they listen what you they talk. Like he doesn't want you to. The case study. Want you to be so emotional about things that he's doing. It feels like it help you. You're trying to be in your feelings all the time for what he's doing. I mean, like he feels like he's doing the right thing for you, and you're not appreciated it enough, you know. But that's just by the way, anyways. Stubborn Academy president. I can't give him already. So
the case study. The case study.
So right from the inception of the free senior high school policy initiation, well, there's been a pretty much large appreciation of how the policy has come to stay, and I think everybody is in tune with how the policy is rolled out, you know. But with time, we get to appreciate how the whole policy is being rolled out, you know, because even as a normal human being, you don't assess your lifespan by just a few years you lived, right? So with the number of years that you lived, that's how come they know the kind of impact you made. Even if it's a short one, the impact has to be measured in that relativity. You understand? So I think that the call for civil society and other people within the space, you know, for this policy to be reviewed is a call in the right direction. But you know, our president thinks that, you know, Charlie, go bend the sea, my guy. That guy, my guy, he don't listen. Like, don't be emotional about it, anyways. But education is one of the greatest gifts you can ever give a child. You know, so me, I don't play with education. I don't joke with it. Because if you give me education, you've given me every tool that I need as a human being to grow and to be able to fulfill life's destiny and purpose. You understand? Then I for no fear where they go. You know, I can be able to navigate through life and make sure that I'm also on some kind of level that I can operate my stuff on, or operate within a certain space that I find myself within. You understand? So yeah, and if you're being honest with yourself, you can actually tell, even from parents, how the whole thing is. Nobody's saying it's a bad thing. I mean, like, you know, there are people from backgrounds who may afford and who may not afford. So that's just a cut-off point to know, to dichotomize who can do it, who can be able to afford and who may not be able to afford. Because even today as we speak, you go to the category A schools and you know, we'll realize that it's no more the category A schools that used to do. Go to the Wiggays. I mean, go to the Bishop Hammers. There are these schools. Mention them. You would realize that the problems that are I mean, like, that are ensuing in that school, those schools. You know, it's not an easy one. You know. So if there's a call for a review, I think the president just has to come clean and be able to take in, you know, at least to be able to give some kind of confidence to the people that yes, I've been able to do it, and I'll make it a better one for everybody, you know. But when you just, especially when you have the Ghana Bar Association around, and you know you're saying it just right and direct. And you know, the president, like, you know, they say the word, they go talk your mind right now, you know. Like, you know, say, Charlie, you go if you pay or kiddie fees, then you have to take him to the private schools. I mean, like, even the private schools, how many of them are thriving right now? You know, be all of them. Say, how many private schools can you count around? You know, So I think that I'm not the one to judge, because I'm just somebody who has a little voice that I want to, like I say, this channel is an opinion channel, so I'm just saying my part of the whole thing, my insights on it, you know, and then you can also talk about what you want to talk about, and that. So at the GBA conference yesterday, this is what the president had to say. Take a listen. Let's see. You also state your opinion, and let's get a conversation started. You know, yeah. So I go by the name y'all, Lord the One and Only Swagger King. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and always watch my videos, and you know, good luck.
People who can afford to pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools, that is, schools funded by the taxpayer, should be free to all who would otherwise be unable to pay for their education. That is why the numbers of pupils who have access to secondary education has doubled since the introduction of the free senior high school policy, and that over 5.7 million persons have benefited from the policy since its inception. The full impact of this dramatic development will be felt in due course and will far outweigh the small number of privileged parents who can afford to pay for the education of their ward.
Alrighty, I go by the name of y'all, Lord the One and Only Swagger King right here, and this is Opinion Channel on YouTube. You can subscribe anytime you log on to your YouTube. You can subscribe to my channel. Check me out if you feel what I'm doing, you want to go with me. I mean, this is just a start, so we're just starting, and so far so good. It's looking promising. So if you want to be a part of the success story that's going to come up pretty soon, just stay glued. Recommend the channel to your friends, family, and anybody who's interested to be on a come up, you know. So let's get vibing, you know how we do. So thank you guys for always staying tuned, and I promise it's gonna be a powerful ride, a joyful ride. So ride with me.